Alrighty guys, back again with another video here, and as you can see we're going to be talking about Eastman and Lair's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book adventure figure set. This is by Playmates Toys. I just love this box art. That's like the big selling point when I see these. This was on sale, by the way, on Amazon. You can probably get it right now still. 30 bucks. I think it's marked down from 40 or 50. I was like, you know what, for 30 bucks, I'll take the risk of getting some bad figures because I love this box. No, I'm not saying the figures are bad. I'm actually very interested in these because the Mondo Gecko, see, I don't know if these are supposed to be reproductions or not, but the Mondo Gecko looks like the 1990 Playmates toy Mondo Gecko. And then there's an April in there. I'm not sure which April variation it is, but it kind of looks like the bad one from 1988. So I don't know if I don't know why you would remake that figure. If you're going to make an April figure, make like the 1990 whatever April. But it looks like they have the original one in here. So we're going to check her out as well. And then they have two comic book turtles, I believe Raphael and Leonardo. So they're in here, but the comic book versions of them, the Eastman and Laird original comic book comic turtles. So those will be interesting. Those are unique. I never had those before other than the NECA version, so that's pretty cool. We're going to see how well those are. But let's get a look at this box before we move on here. So I love this. You got you got a skateboarding Mondo Gecko, you know, kind of like riding the side of the van there, holding on to it or whatever. You got Leonardo driving, just really cool scene. Then you go in the front and you got another picture of Leonardo. Just he looks like he's pissed off because it's the comic book turtles. They have to be pissed off, right? They've got the turtle van. He's just driving. Plus, there's the top of it. So it's cool. They just have the whole little turtle van box going on here. And then you got Raphael hanging out the side door with his size in hands, looking like he's about to hop out on somebody. Pretty cool. And then you got April back here doing the graph or map or whatever she's looking at, the radar back there. So pretty cool stuff, man. Ninja in training, it says, and there's a pizza sign. What's that say? Turtle power on the power on the lacing plate there. Pretty cool, guys. Really love this box artwork, so I'm definitely keeping the box if I can keep it in one piece, trying to get these guys out. But anyways, let's get them out of this box and then look at their other boxes, and then we'll move on. All right, guys. Alrighty, so I forgot to show the bottom of this box again, but here you go. Eastman and Lair's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures. They did give a little photo of what each figure looks like, and this is what I'm saying as far as the April goes. We'll get a better look at her in a minute in the box, but yeah, 2023, so these just came out this year. I'm not sure what the exact release date is, but there are two sets. You know, the other one has, I think, Ray Fillet, of course, Michelangelo and Donatello, and I'm not sure who the other one is. I can't remember. There's 4 that come in that one. I can remember 3 off the top of my head, but I'll put a picture up right here so you can see. But anyways, here are the guys actually in the boxes. We'll get a better look at them. Let me set this box over here out of the way. And yeah, so we got these 2 comic book turtles by Playmates here that I don't think they've ever released these before. I mean, don't hold me to that because I'm not 100% positive. I don't really buy a lot of Playmates stuff nowadays. But these 2 definitely look like reproductions of the 1990 Mondo Gecko. And this April, I can't figure out, man. Like, I don't know. You look at her, and it looks like she has a different hairstyle. It looks like it's the pale, like the body of the original, but maybe the different head sculpt. But the head still doesn't look the best. I don't know what's going on with that. And I thought it was weird too that on the side of this they have her accessories, right? So they're including 2 sets of accessories, one in the box, and then they have one taped to the side of the box on the outside. Not sure why they did that, but yeah, here's April O'Neil. I don't know what the backs look like. Let's take a look. So we got about the turtles. So they put a little description of the turtles back here. Comic Hero Adventure figures, just another picture of these same figures. Figured they'd put the advertising for the other set on the back of these, but no, we just got a little background story. I'm assuming they're all probably about the same. So here's Mondo Gecko, which I think this is the exact same figure from 1990, but like I said, I'll compare them. But yeah, pretty cool looking nonetheless. Let's look at the back here. Just the same thing, so we won't pay a lot of attention to the back. We'll just look at them in the boxes in the front here. But April's the only one out of this set that came with 2 sets of accessories for some reason. So a bit odd there. Yeah, but here's Leonardo. Doesn't look too bad. And then we got Raphael, which looks just like almost like my NECA, almost like my NECA comic book turtles, because they were all wearing the red like the originals. So yeah, pretty cool there. So yeah, let's get these guys out of the boxes and get a closer look at them and see what we got going on. Alrighty, so we're going to start with what I think is going to be the worst and work our way up from this set of figures. So we're going to start with April. And honestly, I don't know, this body bothers me. I don't know if it's just the way it looks kind of plain, the misshapen chest thing going on there. I hate to point that out, but it just looks odd. This body looks like the 1988 body, but like they're using the 1990s head sculpt, which the head doesn't look terrible. When you get a look at it, it's not the best. Her eyes look like they're painted, like one big eye and one smaller. I don't know what they're doing there. And she has this kind of, I don't know, look on her face, like dumbfounded, or it's like a half a smile, but at the same time, like she don't know where she's at. I don't know how to explain that look, but it's like they gave us a plain April body from 1988, used the 1990s head sculpt, but took away her like makeup. And I'll just show you like right here. You know, she got like lipstick. She's got some eyeliner looking stuff going on here. This is the 1990s April still in the box. You know, they kind of have that hair flowing. And then we're looking at this April, which this is like the worst April of the line. the original 1988 one, looking scary in the face. Don't even have the correct head on there. It just looks all messed up. And then the body. But look at the bodies. They're definitely using the body from the 1988 figure, and yeah, it looks just as awkward and just as weird. We just don't have the blue line. Yeah, so yeah, that's the April we got here. Still better head sculpt. Still probably beats the 1988 one because it's just freaky looking. But when you compare this to the 1990 April here, and her outfit she has on looks a lot better. They had the little zipper in the front there, the more color to it. Her chest don't look as awkward, I think, with the paint job they have on this one. Not that we should be looking at the toy's chest, but we got to point that out. It looks a bit odd. I don't know why. It could just be my eyesight, my eye vision. But yeah. So enough about April's chest. But yeah, these are going to be articulated like all the classic figures. There's nothing new, nothing special, same stuff. We're just here basically to look at the aesthetics and see what we got going on. So my opinion of this April figure, like I said, I paid $30 for the entire set, so each figure is $7.50. $7.50. Is this figure worth $7.50 on sale? I think so. I mean, it's not bad. It's under $10. It's only one digit, right? $7.50 for this figure is not a bad deal. Her face don't look terrible. Like I said, if you look at the eye, one's bigger than the other, it looks like. It's painted in there. Bigger pupil. I don't know what's going on there. Definitely not the best head sculpt. Not my favorite April of the original Playmates model type. So yeah, is this an improvement to the Aprils? No, it's not. I would say the 1990s April versions were better than this one. And that's unfortunate considering if this is considered a new one and not a classic reproduction. They should have came further ahead with their design skill here. So that's a bit scary. But yeah, so that's April, man. And like I said, she comes with 2 sets of accessories, exactly the same thing. I don't think there's differences here. I don't understand why they gave us 2 sets of her accessories, but we'll take them anyways. But you got the camera right here. You got the briefcase that I believe you can close. And flashlight on the side there. You got a ninja star and a gun. So there you go. There's April's accessories. So yeah, enough about April. Let's move on to the next one and hope that it's better. Alrighty, so here we are on to Mondo Gecko. Let's get a closer look at this guy. Now, he looks almost the same as the 1990s Mondo Gecko, which I'll compare here in a second. But let's get a closer look at this guy. Just if we can see, I don't know if we're going to be able to read his. It says 2023 or 2022. I can't really make that out. But we know the box says 2023, but on the back there, Viacom. But yeah, this looks almost identical. There's a few differences to this figure and the 1990s Mondo Gecko, but they're pretty similar. And here's his only accessory. He comes with this skateboard, which is pretty much the same thing the other figure came with in 1990. But let's just compare them real quick, because that's what we're here to do. So you can see right away a big difference is the tail. You got the blue on the original here going up the back with the little skateboard on the tail. This one just has an all green tail. It seems like they got lazy. They didn't want to print it in 2 separate colors or something. They wanted to cheap out on us. But yeah, you got the little skateboard here, all green tail on the reproduction here. You got the blue on the little bit on the arm right there. You don't have any blue on this arm. The only place the blue appears is on the forehead here on this Mondo Gecko. The eyes, the tongue, the mouth, all looks about the same. I don't see any differences there. You can see a color difference with the darker purple in the reproduction. You got the lighter purple on this guy, on his pants and everything. You can see the glove that this one has is black, and he has the purple shoulder pads, or not shoulder pads, elbow pads, and kind of a difference in the color, a little brighter purple on the reproduction. But yeah, he has a red glove, he has a black glove. The reproduction has no fingernails painted, and on the original he does have like orange or reddish fingernails going on there. So a lot of differences. It seemed like they cheaped out on the color on this reproduction, gave us less color. He still doesn't look bad though. I mean, it's not the best looking Mondo Gecko I've ever seen in my life, but there's only 2 of them, and then the NECA version. And I think Super 7 has one too. Yeah, I haven't gotten the Super 7 one yet. But, yeah, everything else is pretty much the same on this reproduction, just a few different color differences. And I'm going to say this is a reproduction. They may say, oh, this is a whole new series, but let's be real, guys. You've seen it. It looks identical. Just like that Frankenstein April. Reusing these bodies, giving us different colored gloves and stuff. But, I mean, that's fine if they're going for something new, but it is just a repaint, basically, of less color. And I think the eye might be a little bit different, too. There's a little speckle there. Oh, no, they're the same. Okay. I'm going to say the eyes may be a little bit different, but not too much. Not too much. But, yes, this is Mondo Gecko. Is he worth $750? I think so. That's not bad. You got a skateboard out of it. So, we'll deal with the skateboard. But, anyways, that's Mondo Gecko. Let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, so here is Raphael. And I have to say, I'm not too disappointed by this. Alrighty, so the ones I've been wanting to look at are these comic book turtles. And I have to say, this thing is kind of small, but I guess it's in line with the other figures, because if you compare them with April here, April's slightly taller than the turtles, which would check out. But, yeah, I don't know. This guy they just come off very small, I guess, in comparison with other ones. But they actually have decent articulation, unlike the Playmates original classic turtles, like the April and the Mondo Gecko. You can move the head around. You can rock it a little bit. Not much, but you can do that. You can do splits. Get the leg out a little bit. I mean, it's not the best articulation or function, but it's definitely better than the original Playmates figures, which makes this kind of an oddball in like a classic collector series type deal. So this is what sets this set apart as something new rather than just a reproductions. But this must be, I'm assuming this is a reproduction, because I was looking when I was getting it out of the box. I noticed on the feet, I believe that says 2014. I'm not 100% positive. Maybe I can see it better in the video, but it looks like there was a figure, this figure, at least the body and everything was made in 2014, so I don't know what they based this off of, because I was not collecting Playmates figures or anything in 2014, so I have no idea what's going on there. But you do see like a discoloration going on here, like you have like the green, and then right up here where the neck is, you got that bright light, I don't know how to explain it, that weird green color there, which is different than the rest of the body. I don't like when they do that. I notice a lot of figures do that. I don't know why. I don't understand it. But, yeah, the rest of them looks good. The shell detail's decent, looks nice. The red on him looks good. The face sculpt's all right. I don't know why they got to discolorate the neck area or the chest area right there. Well, just mainly just the neck, but I don't know. You can't really do much with the hands, though. They don't even turn. So you can't really... This is as good as you can if you're going to grip some size. That's how you're going to have to hold them. Can't really fit them. Maybe I can move the fingers apart there, but I don't know. We're not going to force it. But yeah, I mean, not bad. There is a little bit more articulation to these comic book version figures, but that's about it. I don't really have anything really to compare him with other than this figure, which there's definitely a size difference. But yeah, this figure looks really good anyways, and they kind of have almost the same mouth thing going on there. So I don't know. For $750, this figure's not bad. Now, like I said, if you're paying full price, I'm thinking the price range for these would be about $15 a piece, about double what I paid. I don't know if this is... Maybe this is a $15 figure, but I like the $750. That's where I'm okay with. I probably wouldn't have bought these guys if they were like $15 a piece. If I'm paying $60 for the set, it's less interesting for me than paying $30 like I did. So $750 is not bad for this figure. So I'll let that pass. But yeah, this is Raphael. We got one more to look at, so let's check him out. Here is Leonardo out of the box with his 2 katana swords that he came with. Now, like I said, with the Raphael, he looks pretty good. The articulation is going to be same as that figure, which is pretty decent. I'm assuming this one was also 2014. Has that discoloration with the neck, which I don't understand. Unless it's something to do with being able to maneuver with the little peg or whatever for the head. But yeah, so we got the same deal with here. He's got the discoloration on there. He actually has it on his side right here, which I don't think... I guess Raphael had that too. So they have it on their side and on their head there. I don't know if it's a way to maneuver with the articulated limbs and stuff. You know, the tail's the same way. So maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. I'm not a figure creator. I don't know what makes it easier, but I feel like they could have painted that and made it look just the same or something. No excuse. No excuse for that discolorated body parts. Make everything blend well and look, you know, somewhat decent. I just think that's a little odd looking. But overall, the figure's decent like the Raphael. You got that little bit of articulation with this figure. Does it beat the NECA version of the comic book Turtles? No, it doesn't. I don't even think these beat maybe the knockoff versions of the of the NECA comic book Turtles. But they're still decent. I mean, like I said, these figures would have been like $15 if you got them full price. I paid $7.50. That's a good deal for these. Would I pay $15 for them? I don't know. I think these are more like a $10 figure at most. $7.50 is pretty good for them. Yeah, I don't know. I could see getting like these for $7.50 for like a kid or something to play with. I don't know if these are necessarily for me like something I'd want to collect a series of these. I may buy the other set just to have all 4 of the brothers. But, yeah, I don't think this is a long-term figure collection I'd get into. But maybe you would, because everybody's different in what they like. And like I said, this is not a bad little figure. The Raphael's not a bad-looking figure. Mondo Gecko, like I said, is almost just like the original. And then the sad, depressing-looking April. If we can get her, we'll just kind of try to lean her up on Leonardo there. A nice little family photo here of these figures. So anyways, guys, that is it for this review. I will say my recommendation is, unless you're a hardcore fan, these are easily skippable. I don't think this is a necessity. I think the comic book Turtles look alright. I don't think they're the best. I think if you went and got the knockoff NECA figures, maybe they'd be better. They do make colored knockoffs. I don't think NECA's made any colored versions other than just the red masked heroes, the red masked turtles, whatever you want to call them, of the originals. So yeah, I think these guys are easily skippable. If you're a hardcore fan of the classics and you want this less than perfect April and this decent Mondo Gecko without, you know, less shades of paint and color, okay. The comic book Turtles, for the selling point for me, the reason I wanted to check this out, I don't know. I don't know what the originals looked like if they came out in 2014. Never seen them. These guys are all right. They have little, you know, looks like they have, you can see on him, he's got battle wounds. Looks like he has scars, or they tried to put some kind of little design into him, which makes him pretty cool looking. Leonardo looks halfway decent. But overall, easily skippable series, guys. So yeah, that is it for me. $30 on Amazon if you want these guys right now on sale. Maybe the price will drop down even lower. $7.50 a figure. Not too bad. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Check out my future videos and talk to you soon.